A slow smile spread across Maya's gentle face as she watched the bright red line appear before her. This simple line symbolized for her the fulfillment of a dream and the miracle of her own body. It meant that she would be a mother again. But this time would be different. This time Maya had someone in her life, someone who would walk the journey with her. This time, she would birth not just a baby, but a family. She carried the news with her secretly, clutched it to her heart, as something only she and he knew, savoring the sensations, smiling at the thought of sharing the news with her daughter, who had also been calling for this new spirit for some time. Her daily routine had not changed much, but within it now lived an awareness of a profound shift unfolding inside her, a liveliness that gave her life new meaning. Although she wanted to sing to the mountaintops, "I'm pregnant!" she sang on the inside, waiting for that spark to turn into a flame. But the flame never came. One morning in her second moon, it all fell apart. The dream, the family, even her own body. She began to see blood spots. Her heart pounded in her chest at the thought of losing this baby. She rested and prayed and sought healing from her own mother, a powerful medicine woman. But fate did not stop the bright red blood from coming, along with the pains. The knot in her chest pained her more than the sensations in her body. She felt as if a tornado had swept through her, carrying away a piece of her own soul, as if someone had abruptly awakened her from a dream and forced her to confront a harsh new reality. She already had visions of this baby, of what he would look like, smell like, sound like. Visions of her belly swelling with life, her lover's hands wrapped around her, walking with her each step of the way. She had anticipated the joyful moment when she would tell her daughter that she would soon be a big sister. And then, in a matter of moments, it all changed.
Hey!
make sense of the loss. Maya could not understand why. What had she done wrong? Why had her body failed her? Many moons passed. With each cycle, Maya rode a roller coaster of emotions. With the new moon, there was hope, a new opportunity. As she neared the full moon and peak of her fertility, her excitement grew. She made love, envisioning the intertwining of their souls as their bodies wrapped themselves around each other. She imagined a spark of new life emerging. But as the waning moon dwindled into darkness, she grew anxious. She searched her body for signs: breast tenderness, hunger, nausea, fatigue. Any physical sensation was analyzed from all angles through a lens of desperate hope. And when the new moon arrived, along with her blood, it was as if she were reliving her loss all over again. She felt undesirable, as if somehow deformed, her own body failing her time and time again. The worst part was holding all of this inside. She discovered that losing a baby was a silent grief that women often carry alone, an unspoken tragedy with no space for expression inside of social norms. Had passed. She decided to do a ritual cleansing. For 7 nights, starting with the new moon, she offered prayers to Oshun. Facing east, her naked body covered by a white cotton frock, she lit candles and a small piece of camphor, which sat inside of a clay pot. She chanted prayers and spoke to the spirit of her baby. "My child, where have you gone? I am waiting for you." When the fire from the camphor subsided, she placed dried sage over the smoldering coals and squatted over the bowl, her cotton frock touching the ground around it. The warm sage filled her womb and cleansed her. On the full moon that followed, the spring equinox, she had a vivid dream. She was in a land of snow and ice, inside of rounded caves. They were shaped like igloos, with several connected together. She was giving birth. In the corner was a comadrona, a traditional Mayan midwife. The comadrona was present, but simply sat in the corner. Maya felt the presence of her daughter and her lover, but it was as if only in spirit. She did not see their physical forms. She was squatting as her baby's head was crowning. She felt no pain. Only an incredible ecstasy filled her as she birthed. But the strange part was that there was no baby, only this very pure, exquisitely beautiful sense of release and light. At first, Maya didn't know what to make of the dream, but she knew its meaning was deeply significant. She went about her day, and it was only upon sharing it with a sister that the meaning was suddenly crystal clear. She had birthed the spirit of her lost baby. She had finally let go and released it from her body. Chills ran down her spine as she realized that indeed, now was the time that her baby would have been born. It was a couple moons later that she was paid a visit by Oshun. following moon, Maya returned to the land of her birth, in the place where she had conceived nearly a year ago. It was there she was revisited by the red line. The test was merely a formality. Maya already knew she was pregnant. She had a voracious hunger, and her breasts were full and tender. But most of all, she was a day late, and Maya was never late. This time, the red line brought with it a restored faith in her body's own powers to receive and nurture life. Before she shared the news with anyone, even her lover, she followed a familiar path down to the woods and down to the creek. It was a path she had known since she was a little girl, and yet still she was taken by the beauty of the moss on the ground and the sunlight in the trees. She bathed her body in Oshun's cool, fresh waters and wept with joy. Excitement began to be tempered by the sensations of the first trimester. Maya was surprised to find that she carried within her a certain degree of ambivalence. Even though this was a moment she had anxiously awaited for months, even years. At times, she felt she would burst with excitement, and in other moments, she felt contracted in anxiety, fear. She already knew from experience that a child is a bigger commitment than a marriage, a mortgage, or a career. Although one receives most attention in the last few months of pregnancy, in many ways, Maya felt that the first trimester presented the biggest challenge because it required an adjustment in her psyche. To have a child is to undergo transformation, to awaken to a deeper calling, and she knew she couldn't cram it in at the end. It would take 9 months to unfold her consciousness. From somewhere deep inside, intuitively, Maya knew that each step of the journey was preparing her for motherhood. But right now, she was lost in the abyss of morning sickness, exhaustion, and confusion. She often found the sensations disorienting and feared they would never end. On other days, she overflowed with joy at the thought of the seed of new life unfurling inside of her. Maya had not shared her news yet, her secret veiled, as she sorted through the many sensations and feelings that come with it. As Maya flowed into the fourth moon of her pregnancy, the nausea and fatigue began to give way to increased energy and excitement. She sensed a calming of the waters and began to rediscover the gift that pregnancy offers a unique and unequaled opportunity for personal self-reflection and growth. Maya found herself digging deep inside, turning up the darkest corners, re-examining her relationships, especially with her own mother, and undergoing a sort of internal cleansing, a purging of those things about herself that did not speak to her highest good. She wrote down all the things she would like to release on a candle, lit it, and let them burn away. As Maya let go, she felt a beautiful surrender happening on the inside. As Maya entered her 7th moon, she began to be consumed with thoughts about her birth, motherhood, and the great quest she was about to undertake. She gathered in ceremony with her sisters. Her midwives bathed her feet in water scented with fragrant oils. Her sisters adorned her with a crown of flowers and a beaded necklace strung with their blessings for her safe passage. Within the circle, she felt strong and supported, connected to all women throughout time who had passed courageously through the gateway of birth and into the great journey of motherhood. approached the end of her 9th month, the birth rained heavily on her mind, and she dreamt often of meeting this child who she had now carried for close to 10 moons. She explored the various ways that culture celebrated birth throughout the world and throughout time. She found that cultures used ritual, dance, song, and special foods to announce birth to the community. A recent discovery that she was of Egyptian descent led her strongly to the art of belly dancing, and she was delighted to discover that it was these movements that were used to loosen the hips and prepare the body for birthing. She had danced this way before, but now, with breasts swollen, hips widened, and belly full with life, she had never felt more beautiful, more sensuous. And as the labor pains washed over her, and she was lost in the vast and deep waves of Laborland, it was these movements that would dance her baby out of her body and into the world. Birth is a powerful, life-changing event, as Gurmukh writes in her book, Bountiful, Beautiful, Blissful. Nothing matches the birth of your child. Not your wedding, not the first time you make love. It is becoming a mother. It is the crossing over. This soul comes out of you, and then she is in your arms. Nothing equals it.
Thank you.